Hi everyone, so this is my next album. This is Prague in the Czech Republic. We went in March 2018. We were supposed to go to Ukraine, but our flights got cancelled, so we ended up booking a very cheap break to Prague instead. So I'm not very happy with this front cover just because it's a bit of a mess, but it will do, just because it will get battered eventually anyway. But I just used some paper that I got from the Works, I think. Yeah, the Works. It's like, I use the same sort of type of paper throughout. It's just a bit oldie worldy, vintage sort of type, just because I knew Prague was quite old fashioned and medieval. So I thought it would go. And I got these alpha stickers from the range, but they're not very good. I probably wouldn't recommend them just because you can see the B here. It is falling to pieces. They're not the greatest ones. I'm going to have to try and super glue that down, but I mean, they're pretty colours and they are alright, but they're not the easiest to get off the paper and stick down. And then I just used a postcard that I got from Prague to stick on the middle there. Again, this is a hobbycraft album. This is the last one. Yeah, this is the last one that I've done. I'm in the middle of one, but that was because I did the trip ages ago and I just haven't finished it. But I'm not going to use these ones anymore. As I said before, they're too small. I do prefer to work on a larger canvas, so these are sort of the last main one that I'm going to do in this album. So just the front, I use this page to put the map postcard. This is a different type of map postcard. Normally I get a normal square one with a rectangular with a map in the middle, but I actually found one like this, which I thought was quite cool. So I got that, stuck that there. This label, this, and this all came from, I don't know if you remember from my Latvia album, I said I picked up some random pack in the Works of like some vintage bits and pieces. So that's where they came from. And I just wrote on there our trip. So March the 5th to the 7th, we went for 2 nights, but we had 3 full days pretty much. Well, that was the plan, but it was the time was fine. We didn't need any more time and things. This washi tape came from the Works, and I was so excited to use it because it's so cute with the little bicycles on them. So this is just our boarding pass. I stuck this in once we'd come home. I like to keep the boarding pass because it always says like the dates and the times and the flight numbers and everything like that. And I just used one of my plain stickers to put on there. And on the back, I just did some journaling, basically about, we were a bit worried that we weren't able to go because the weather was so bad. It's when the beast from the east came. So we had rain, wind, it was horrible. But luckily the day that we were flying, it was fine. However, when we got to the airport and when we started to board, we started to get delayed. And eventually we got delayed by 9 hours, which was crazy. We were literally sat around for 9 hours. So we were due to land. What time did we take off? Yeah, we were supposed to take off at 6:15 and get there about 9:30, but we didn't actually get there until 6 o'clock in the evening. We were 9 hours delayed, so it was really long. But we got given this leaflet, what to do about if your flight's delayed or cancelled, and we got this voucher that we didn't actually spend because we'd already bought some bits and pieces, but this voucher sort of entitled us to refreshments and things. We did actually get compensation. We got like £400 back because it was EasyJet's fault. We did actually get compensation, which was really good because that used towards our next holiday. But we did eventually get there, and as I said, the time was fine. We still had enough time to go around and look at everything. But this is just a picture of our plane. We had 2 planes and cabin crew changes and all sorts. The plane basically broke, so we couldn't fly on it. When we did eventually get there, this is the hotel that we stayed in. We stayed in the Golden City. It was just 2 metro stops from the centre, so it wasn't too far out. But this is just the front of it, and then this is just our room. Our room was really cosy, which was nice. And I just used some more alpha stickers just to put hotel there. This is just a business card from the hotel. And then this was our view from our bedroom, which was nice. But you can see the first day we woke up, it was really snowy because obviously it was still winter. So it was really snowy the first day we were there. This is just some information about our hotel. I have done some journaling here, but it is quite hard to read. But our hotel was really old-fashioned, but it was really nice, and it was quiet, and we had breakfast, but it was a really strange breakfast. You know, having like sausages, not sausages, like broccoli and, you know, stews for breakfast. Like that's not what we tend to have, but it was good. But yeah, so that's that. And then this is just a map of Prague city centre. I just cut it out from a leaflet. And I've put some blue dots about where we actually visited as well, just on there. And then I picked this up. It was in a restaurant and it was on our table, so I just picked it up just because I thought it was quite cute. And then these are some of our metro tickets. We used it quite a lot, so there's quite a few tickets around, but you basically buy them in like 30 minutes or 90-minute sort of tickets, and obviously you can travel wherever you want in that time, as long as you aren't sort of overgoing that time. So it was quite nice, the metro. So we went to the old town first. As I said, we got out really early, but it was really snowy and a bit sort of frosty. We had to be careful about not sliding over and things, and it was quite cold, but it was still just as beautiful as I expected. So these are lovely buildings all around the old town. Got some really nice pictures. And again, the paper pack all came from the same pack from the works. Again, they don't really have names for them, they're just like standard packs. So just more pictures of the old town. It was like a square, so you know, you could walk around it and take little alleyways off. Just this bit here. And then I took a map and sort of ripped out this part, which is this is the square here, and that's that church there, so I just sort of ripped that out. And some more pictures of just like walking off from the square down one of the roads. We had lunch here on our first day. It was so good. We had 2 pizzas, and they were like probably the best pizza I've actually ever had, which was amazing, seeing as you weren't even in Italy. But it was good. And some more pictures. The buildings were so pretty. Like, had all like different types of paintings and stuff on them. And this is just a nice lamppost with some of the signs in Czech. This pin, this actually came from my grandma. She used it to attach some bits and pieces to letters that she writes me, and I just thought it was nice, so I included that to stick down this big map. I won't get it out, but it's a big map of the city and things, and that's how I got some of the things that I've ripped out and stuff. I took another copy, but it really smells. For some reason, this really stinks. I can smell it from here, like it really smells. This is just a little park. I thought it was nice because it was covered in snow. Unfortunately, when we were there, the astronomical clock was actually closed. It was being tidied up and whatnot, which was really annoying. But I got a postcard just to sort of, you know, basically say that it's there, but we didn't get to see it. We just about saw it through the netting, but obviously it's not good enough for a photo. And I just wrote this, I just stuck this in because this is where we actually ate on our first night that we landed, because we got there so late. We had a burrito near our hotel. I just put that in there. And then in the square, this was just some little stalls that were selling like food and drinks and little souvenirs and things, and I thought they were nice. So I really wanted to try one of these when we was in Prague. It's called a trudelnik. It's like a cake, but like it's wrapped around like these heated poles. So it's like they call it almost like a chimney cake. But it's so nice. They cover it in like sugar, and you can have like Nutella in the middle, or you have ice cream in the summer and things. So, but we just got it from like a little like kiosk, and it was really good. It was only about £3 or £4. It wasn't much, but we got Nutella in ours, and we just halved it and had it before lunch. But they had loads of the shops around. Like there was so many, but because it was cold, not a lot of people having like the ice cream ones, but people having like the hot chocolate ones as well, which was good. It was really nice. So this is just a page about the transport. So this is like a metro that we were getting on, and this is just a leaflet about how to work out the metro and things like that as well. So I just put that in there. There's some more pictures of the buildings as we're walking around. And then we went to go and walk along the river. Obviously the most famous part of Prague is the Charles Bridge, and we wanted to get some nice photos of it out, you know, walking along to see the bridge. Obviously because it's so snowy, it was snowing as we were walking around, so it was a little bit foggy, but it was still just as picturesque. So we got some nice photos, and then this came from that random pack that I got from the works, and this is just a Czech krona note that I saved. So this is Charles Bridge. You can sort of tell the difference between the photos taken on the first day and the photos taken on the second day, because the second day was really sunny, and the first day was really cold and foggy and things. So obviously this picture was taken on the second day, where I decided to, this is a ticket, but you can walk up one of the towers and get some nice views. So that's what I did. So that's my ticket to get to the top. Joe stood at the bottom because he couldn't be bothered to walk up all the stairs. But this is just some pictures of us on the bridge. So these are like the towers and things at each end. We got some pictures walking along because it was really pretty. Because the first time I walked across, it not many things were open because it was so early. But then when we walked back across, a lot of like the vendors and things were selling like paintings and like pretty little things. So it's nice to walk back across in the afternoon. This is just some coins. I've got a load of coins actually. Czech krona coins. There's a 2p in there. Oh god. There's an English 2p in there. Why is it in there? Is that a 2p? Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. No worries. It is actually a Czech one. I thought, Jesus, put a 2p in there. So yeah, and then this is us just on the bridges. So this is the second day, obviously, because you can tell the difference. We just got some nice photos. It was obviously busier this day because obviously a lot of people wanted to get their photos that they wanted. There's pictures of the over the bridge. Pictures of the buildings. I love this picture because it's all the pigeons like trying to keep warm on the side of the buildings. I love this photo. This photo reminds me of like a painting. It looks fake, but it's one of my favourite photos. Even in the snow and the fog. Prague is so pretty. And then the second day, obviously because the sun was out, they were taking boats up and down the river, so a lot of tourists on those, and we got some more nice photos. You can finally see that the church in the background. The day before you couldn't see anything. It's a nice picture of the boats and the churches and the palace in the background. And these views, these ones here, these all came from when I walked to the top of that tower, just to overlook the whole of Prague really, which was nice. And then this is just Charles Bridge from another bridge, so it's nice to see it, you know, in full, rather than when you're on it you can't take a picture of it. Another picture of the bridge. I was just going to say actually, apparently I look Russian. When we was in Prague, people, like, a person approached me and started speaking to me in Russian, and then a person approached me asking where's a good place to eat because I was a local. So apparently I look Russian and I look Eastern European, apparently. So these are just some random photos. So this is the dancing house that we went to go and see. It's a bit out of town, so we had to walk quite a bit to get there, but it's good to see. And then this is this little leprechaun thing on the side of the water, which I thought was cute. And this was like a market that was going down the street. This is actually where I bought my postcard from. It was a nice little market to walk along. And this is the John Lennon wall. It's a bit gutting really because people are covering it in graffiti and not actually like nice ones like this. People are starting to graffiti on it, which isn't great, but it's still pretty. Still enjoyed it. There's just some more. And then we went to go and see the swans. So the swans are famous to be local there. They basically just chill out at this part of the water. Tourists are told not to feed them like bread and stuff, but they're taught like to feed them like almost like fruit, I suppose, and vegetables and nuts and stuff like that. So we didn't have anything with us, but we just got some nice photos by the swans. It was really cute. And then this is just photos of us walking along to get up to the castle. And I like these cars and all the trams and things here. it took quite a while to walk to the castle. We walked one way and walked back the other way, but it was a nice walk because we got some nice photos walking up the hill. And obviously because the first day was quite foggy, we couldn't see much until we got closer to the castle, and eventually you could see it on the hill, which was really good. The castle was actually free to get in, which is really good. Normally you have to pay for things like that. You do have to pay to go up the towers and stuff, but if you just want to have a look around the castles, then it's free. I picked up a load of leaflets of the castle, just because it gives you a map and information of what's happened there. And there's some more like information and stuff. So I picked up those. And then this is the St. Vitus Cathedral. This was a really pretty cathedral in the middle of it. You had to pay to go up it, but we decided not to just because we'd already been up the tower and stuff. So we're happy with what we'd saw. And this is just another leaflet about how the castle came about, and them building it and restoring it and things. And this is just some photos from not the castle, but outside the castle grounds, just overlooking. As you see, it's a bit foggy, but it's still pretty with all the snowy rooftops. More pictures of the view. So as you can tell, this is the first day with the snow, and then this is the second day without the snow. So pretty either side. And some more nice pictures. I love this picture because you can literally see everything here. Really nice, and that's nice as well. Very picturesque town. So we actually decided to go to the Sex Machine Museum just because it looked interesting. Not somewhere I would have thought to go, but it was quite expensive to get in actually. 250 krona, which is about £12, I think, maybe a little bit less. But this is the leaflet that we got given. It's just got some information that you can see here. And then I just put this little bit here just saying we went there. It was honestly the stuff of nightmares. Like, it's not what I thought it would be. I thought it would be a bit more cleaner. Like, it was really, like, obviously it was 18 plus. No one under 18 couldn't go because honestly I was shocked at what I was seeing basically. This is our entrance tickets, and then I've in the plastic bag that I got a paper bag that I got with my postcards. I've actually put some photos. I'm not going to get them out because probably YouTube will ban me, but they're just some photos of what sort of things you can find in there. But this one's all right. Basically, this at the end of the sort of museum, there's a cinema, and honestly, it just plays raunchy films, like to the point where old men were sat in there. Like, it was disgusting, but it was such a funny time, and it was probably one of the highlights of our trip just because it was so funny and it was so shocking. Definitely recommend going. And then there's just some random photos that we got when we were walking around. So it's just a nice little wishing well. There's these men that were down the stairs. These were quite creepy. Obviously, it started off like full, and then it sort of disintegrates down to nothing left of the man, which was quite sad, but it was nice to see. And I like this little sign. It says made by Prague. Obviously Prague. And it's just a receipt that I kept. And then there's some pictures of the buildings. So we're walking through the old town. And then just finish off some more pictures. I don't know why I did this, but I did. I just put Prague 2018, another country ticked. It was really lovely, and as I said, it was only a 2-day break, especially with our flight delay. We didn't have too much time, but it was enough time to see it, and I loved it. I definitely recommend going to Prague. It's quite big, it's bigger than I expected, and there's quite a few things to do, so you're not sort of wandering around lost of what to do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you again for my next one. I'm just finishing my next one, which actually is Santorini. I'm just finishing that, so we'll be on hopefully in the next week or two. Thank you.